Hey, good evening, everybody. Dave here. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. So, I haven't done a video in about a week or so. I really haven't had anything to do a video on at the moment. So, really, the only reason why I figured I would do a video tonight is really nothing to do with modeling. I know that's kind of what my whole purpose of doing the videos was for, and trust me, that's probably going to be happening here in the next day or two. But tonight I wanted to focus this video on a story that happened to me kind of over the past week, and it's nothing spectacular. In fact, I'll be surprised if anybody's still watching this by the end of the video. However, anyway, what I want to talk about was my Match-A-Texture adventure. I'm pretty excited about it. I really haven't had a whole lot of time to focus on anything, whether it's a Star Trek model or Match-A-Texture. I've just been busy with other things. Only so much time in a day, and working throughout the day just doesn't give you a whole lot of time at night. So I wanted to talk about, really briefly, is somebody that I met last week online. Not really online, but through a discussion forum. Her name is Kristen. She's a retired woman. Lives in a different state, and she's a hobby, an artisan. She does various hobbies, one of them being Match-A-Texture. And how I found her, what I was looking for was, I was looking for reference material pretty much online for Match-A-Texture and how to get started in the hobby. And to my surprise, really, there's nothing for reference material online for Match-A-Texture. I don't know, I guess that might mean that it's just not popular, or it's just, it's more focused around a selected few people. I don't know, but neither here or there. I had a hard time finding reference material as to help me get started in building my first kit. I really don't like to jump into a kit without doing my homework and figure out how it's actually done before I start, because I really don't want to make any critical mistakes or do something that I might regret. So I started going online to try to find some forums pertaining to Match-A-Texture. Really, there's nothing out there. Out of all the search results that it came back with, I couldn't find a dang thing to help me out. I did finally come across one website, and honestly I don't even remember the name of it off the top of my head, but at any rate, I found a website, a discussion forum, that had this woman, and of course, if you're familiar with forums, you're chatting, other people respond, and there was a conversation going on about Match-A-Texture and how this woman builds Match-A-Texture kits, as she's built quite a few of them, amongst other things as far as hobbies, but Match-A-Texture she is quite familiar with, and I said, well, gee, I wonder if I could get a hold of her, and maybe she can give me a couple pointers, or help me out, because I have quite a few questions at the time as far as just the ins and outs of building with matchsticks. And I registered with the website, and it allowed me to have access to send a private message to her, and so I provided my email address. I just kind of briefly told her, any help would be appreciated if you could, send me a line and let me know. Well, she did get my email, fortunately, and that following later in the afternoon, she did email me back, and I, asked a couple basic questions, and she got back to me fairly quick, and we took it from there. She helped me out, and I ended up emailing her back my phone number saying, I don't mean to make this sound creepy or anything, but you know, some of the questions that I have is kind of difficult to put in an email, so if you wouldn't mind giving me a call, and if we could just chat briefly. You know, I didn't want to take up a whole lot of her time. To my surprise, she ended up calling me back that evening, and we were on the phone for about an hour, and boy, she was very helpful. Kristen answered pretty much all my questions, was very patient, let me ask what I had to ask, and it really helped me out a lot. Since then, we've been emailing, you know, a few times back and forth, and helping me out when I need help, and she's kind of showed me her progress on the current match texture kit she's working on, and it's been very helpful. So I know, Kristen, you'll probably see this eventually, and I just want to say thanks. You've been a big help. And I just also wanted to mention briefly that one of her main hobbies that she's involved with is she builds, I want to say, dollhouse furniture, more like Barbie furniture. Not really for Barbie, because that's trademarked, so not necessarily Barbie, but dollhouse furniture and accessories. So how she does it is, you know, I think a lot of it is stitched or sewn, or so I don't know if it's with a sewing machine, or I'm guessing so, but it's stitching. So she stitches a lot of this furniture together, and she actually has a website that she sells it on. And I went to her website, and I'm telling you, the stuff is really cool looking. If you're into that, I personally would have no reason to buy anything like that. But so the reason I'm bringing this up is, if you know anybody that is into dollhouse furniture, and she does everything from the bathroom to the bedroom to the kitchen. If I'm not mistaken, I think she does furniture for every room of the house. So if you know anybody, pass this message along to them. If not, at the very least, I would at least highly recommend at least going to her website and checking out her product, because it's really cool if you're into that, or even if you're not into that, just to see how, you know, skillful she is. The website she gave me, and I didn't remember it, so the website is www.stitchemup, so stitchemup.artfire.com, and I'll spell that out. It's www.stitchemup.artfire.com. That will take you to I think it's like a public website where actually it's shared. She shares it with other artisans who build and sell things. So she has one little, you know, she has one section of the website devoted directly to her product. And the link I'm going to post in the comments below, or the notes below, will actually take you directly to her page. Her business is Stitch 'em Up. So I will provide a link, because if you go just to the website I mentioned, I personally had difficulties going to her product. It wasn't quite self-explanatory, or maybe I'm just blind and I didn't know what I was doing. Sorry for the noise, it's traffic outside. But the link I'll post below will take you directly to her product, and that might make it a little bit easier. So I thought I would just throw that out there on this video, you know, so if anybody has any interest in that kind of thing, check out Kristen's website. It's definitely well worth looking at. And that's pretty much all I have to say on that. Again, I can't express in words how thankful I am or grateful that she's helped me. So it's, you know, it's not every day that you come across a hobby or something you're interested in, and you have someone, you know, to talk to, or, you know, in this case, there's not much stuff on the internet to find, so it makes it a little bit more difficult if you don't know anybody already. And Kristen came through for me. Thanks. That's that. Really, I'm not far enough into anything to really get into a model, or I haven't touched pretty much anything in the last few days, so I apologize about that, but please don't throw me away yet. I'll be coming back with some new info, and I think you'll like the upcoming videos that I'll do. So thanks for watching, and have a good night. See ya.